Now then, when the plumber Ian at Puddick bought a 150-year-old bakery down a cobbled street in Palmer's Green in 2013, he had absolutely no idea about the secret that lay within its walls. Within the narrow mews, he unearthed an illegal recipe for gin on the site which previously housed a 120-year-old distillery. Well, now, along with the co-founder George Rees, their award-winning tipple can be found on the shelves at Fortnum and Mason and even served inside the gilt drawing rooms of Buckingham Palace. It is the Old Bakery Gin, and both Ian and George from the Old Bakery Gin join me on the afternoon show. Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much indeed.
Are we Facebooking live?
We will be.
Oh, right. Oh, I love a bit of social media live. Capri, can you pass me over? Oh, we better fill the glasses. Let's fill the glasses so we can all cheer and do sound effects. Tell me what we're pouring out here before we talk about the history of the gin.
This is the gin and tonic that's served at Buckingham Palace.
Yes,
and
in a glass that size.
Yeah, in a glass this size.
Yep.
Aren't they a bit smaller?
Yeah, a bit smaller. And it's our gin. It's the original Old Bakery gin with basil, grapefruit, and Merchant's Heart Japanese tonic.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I know the Queen Mum loved her gin, didn't she? So I think she set the standard for this. She would have drunk out a glass that size. I'm perfectly sure of that. Can you pour us some? Is it Ian or George? George. Oh, put that near the mic. I love that sound. Just sound.
Perfect.
That's a double.
That's
a George measure.
Thank heavens I'm walking home. And then put that near the mic.
Pour it in.
Is everyone salivating at home? And may I just have a sip? Sorry, I'm so greedy. We haven't even talked about the history. Thank you. And if I can just clank it against another glass so that everyone knows I'm not pretending. And what have I got floating in the top here? Thank you, Gurpreet.
It's grapefruit and it's a basil leaf.
Oh my God, thank you. George, come in, because we're all... Gurpreet's here. Yes, do. Come on, George, you love a gin. Gurpreet, you love a gin. George, you have to speak, otherwise people think... I mean, Gurpreet...
I'm okay, I'm going to let George...
George, you're going to have one.
With the interview.
Yes. So, right, so there are... How many variations of gin have we got here?
Well, this is the original gin that was made in North London over 100 years ago.
This is delicious.
There's a healthy sample of gin there. I was watching George. He
He
wasn't shy.
Slurring.
He wasn't shy. And
I'll be on the floor.
George,
Cheers,
no one's
George.
going to judge you here.
Oh, I'm judging you, George.
Cheers.
Isn't it nice to have gin? And so for everybody, I never knew gin glasses were this size. They're like goblets, basically.
Yeah.
And it is so... Now, how would you describe it? It's very dry. It's very fruity.
It's very kind of I don't know how to say without sounding.
Well, be quick.
I don't know. It's very sort of you can't actually taste it too much. It's very easy to drink, which is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah,
is there a reason why these glasses are this size?
Well, they're Copa glasses, so that you get all the aroma of the botanicals. So it becomes a bit more of an experience.
Cheers.
Right, so which one of you found the recipe?
Well, we didn't actually find a recipe. We didn't actually find a recipe. So we really are a bunch of plumbers.
Right.
I've done a lot of work with the BBC in the past on Road Traders.
You couldn't do our toilets out there. They're an absolute nightmare, I'm telling you. Don't use them. Don't use them before you go.
No. So
carry on. This has gone straight to my head. I've only had
it was a very, very... It was one of George's... One of George's...
This is a special one. Carry on, Ian.
So we literally bought a 150-year-old bakery in North London, converted it from an old wreck into an office for our plumbing company. So if you come there now...
Oh, so you hadn't planned on it being a brewery?
No, I got sued, and I'll come to why we're making gin.
Are we still filming this on your phone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the bit about being sued?
Yeah, absolutely. It's happened. It's how all of this gin and rum came out of a lawsuit. So we removed when we converted the old bakery into an office for our plumbing office.
Yes.
We removed the original bakery ovens and chimney because they were dangerous.
Sorry, they've just turned the lights down.
It's getting very Christmassy.
I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay here all afternoon. I'm in a party mood. Yes. So you pulled the chimneys down.
So we pulled the chimneys down and the original bakery ovens when we converted it because they were dangerous. I then got sued by a neighbour who said, "You've removed my chimney," and we got into a dispute. Yeah. So while the lawyers were looking at the history of the place, say, look, was it Joe's chimney? Was it Ian's chimney? How did this all go wrong? The lawyers found out that the original bakers, over 100 years ago, made and sold illegal gin on the premises.
Oh, right.
I tracked down the original family descendants of the Mews. I got the original gin recipe. And just for fun, we thought, I bought a little a tiny little still off eBay for £59. And I've got the original 4 botanical recipe. Most gins have a minimum of 12 botanicals. This only has 4. And we just thought, do you know what? There's a bit of history here.
Yes.
And real history, not some made-up marketing
London
nonsense.
history.
Real London
gin.
history. So we literally just, played around with it. And here we are, 2.5 years later, we've supplied Buckingham Palace.
Have you given up plumbing?
No. We still make very, very small quantities. We're still plumbers. We're genuinely.
So you're only making small quantities?
Really small quantities. It's like
that
a
because-
glorified hobby.
Is that, well, you're doing extremely well. Is that because
I've been invited to number 10. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I don't know. I'm meant to be impartial, so I can't say anything about that. But I mean, I'd love to know what they've... Oh, anyway, I'd just like to know who's moved in, basically. Do you know what I mean? I wonder how many people are living in that house. That's all I'm saying. What the reason you're making a small amount, is that because you want to keep control of it, or do you think eventually you'll sell it?
No. Neither really. First of all, the figures I'm going to give you are of February this year, so they're already out of date. So back in February this year, there were about 3,000 British gins,
Right.
And about 60 new gins a month. So, that's 2 new gins a day. So it's just, the marketplace is just completely flooded and flooded with gin. I've got a full-time job running a plumbing company.
Yeah.
So, it's so competitive. There's like gin fatigue in the industry now.
Why is that, do you think? Why has gin become... Because is it because it's a long drink? I know it's a ridiculous question, but is it...
It's quick and easy to make.
Right, okay.
If we start making gin in the morning, we're bottling and labelling in the evening.
Right.
I always ask people when we do shows, how long do you think it takes to make? And they go, oh, weeks and months to age. And no. We start in the morning, we're bottling in the evening.
Right.
It's very quick.
But, okay, you can't fool the people in the know. So Fortnums know what they like,
Harrods.
And Harrods and the royal family, they're not going to just take it to be loyal to you.
No.
It is fairly unique, the flavour of this, isn't it?
It's a really simple... honestly, it's probably one of the simplest gins in Great Britain. As I said, most gins have a minimum of 12 botanicals, up to about 50. And in between that is everyone has their own concoctions. This just has 4.
And it's
just
really,
4 ingredients.
Really beautiful. Can I so the bakers who was making it illegally, do you think they were just making it for their family? Like
No. I mean, it's obviously it's old, but they were making it on a commercial basis.
Really?
Making it on and big. They were bigger than we are today.
Really?
When they were doing it illegally.
Well, when people make slow gin.
Yes.
So what's the slow in this? What replaces the slow?
So all that is, I mean, we don't tell anyone what's in it.
Right. Okay.
So we keep the recipe secret.
Okay. But there are 4 botanicals.
4 botanicals. One of them obviously is juniper. It's the category of gin. It's a London dry gin. So by law, it has to be predominantly a juniper flavour led.
Right.
And which it is. So it's just a very, very simple gin.
Absolutely delicious. It's so, as George said, it is so easy to drink.
Yes.
Where can our listeners taste it then? Because they can't get to Buckingham Palace. They can get it at Fortnum's. They can get it at Harrods. Do you sell online?
We sell online. Here in central London, we've got Jerry's of Soho, literally down in Soho. Jerry's of Soho.
I love Jerry's. It's so famous.
It is really famous.
Yeah.
They just have absolutely everything.
They do.
We deliver to them twice a week, don't we?
Oh, really?
Twice a week.
We're going there after.
After this, we're going to the delivery.
So
After.
I love... You won't come out before 5 if you go there all afternoon. So you can get it from Jerry's. You can buy it online, and it is called the Old Bakery Gin. And I love the bottles. It's very important. Who designed the bottles, and who are the faces on them?
Well, the faces on the bottle are my plumbers. This is our rum.
Oh, you do a rum.
This is our brand new rum. Yeah, we've just it's been an exclusive to Harrods. What we found was on the I don't know if you can see that on the side on the side of the bottle.
Thank you.
There's a face on there. That gentleman worked as a baker back in the day at our as a baker. We know nothing about him. But we can see that he's of I think Caribbean, or we're just guessing.
Race.
Yeah, mixed race, Caribbean origins. So this is our tribute. This is our tribute to him.
How wonderful.
So this is just a bit of fun, and because we're plumbers, this is not our skill set. We just
you obviously have a talent.
We've been very lucky.
Really modest. I love
the gods have been kind to us.
So all the plumbers have got their faces on the side on the label as
They
well.
all of those guys have some part in making that product. Absolutely.
Do they? They
Absolutely.
all have a stake in it.
Absolutely. If you look through the back of the bottle,
Right.
this is really bad radio because we're looking at pictures now.
No, but I love this old rum bottle.
Look through the back of the glass, just the bit behind. So if you turn it all the way round,
Yes.
where your hand is,
Right, yeah.
and look through the gap, so you're looking through the back of the empty bottle. Can you see a picture?
Yes.
And that's the barrel. They're the barrels that we age the rum in.
Wow.
So we make it in Palmer's Green.
I've done Panto in Palmer's Green.
Or Palmer's Greek if you live there. It's got
Yes.
it's got one of the biggest Greek communities outside Greece. So because we're making a London rum, we wanted something local. So there's two things in that. We've matured the rum in 2 barrels. The first barrel had mead in there, which is English fortified wine with
that
honey.
really knocks me
So
off.
you get some of the sweetness from the
like
honey.
sherry.
Absolutely. And the second barrel had Mafrodavni in there, which is a Greek dessert wine. It's very, very sweet. And you're going to try that next.
What, this rum?
You are.
This has gone to my head. I've started to be silly. I'm the most boring drunk. I get silly and then I just fall asleep. The rum, okay, we'll have to be very quick because I'm going to have to play a track in a moment.
Okay.
Do we put that on the lime?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Lime and ginger.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever drunk rum.
Do you want to do the sound?
Yeah.
Nice one.
That sound is just glorious. Thank you. Right, here goes the rum. It's a lovely blush colour as well. Oh my God. Oh, do you know?
Isn't it lovely?
But it's not very sweet. That's what I love. There's a sweetness, obviously sweeter than gin, but not really sweet. Not like mead. Not like sherry.
no.
That is so lovely. That is delicious.
Fantastic, as my mum would say. Fantastic.
Oh my goodness me, that is absolutely delicious. George, Capri, come and taste this one. Go on, I know you're begging to. Right, now we have to give everyone the details. If you want to try the rum, if you want to try the gin, it is made by the Old Bakery. So you go to oldbakerygin.com. We've been speaking to Ian Puddick and George Rees. They're both founders, they're both plumbers. You can buy it online. You can go to Jerry's round in Soho. You can go to Fortnum's. You can go to Harrods. Whatever you do taste it. And if you're still looking for gifts, this is the most perfect Christmas gift. Thank you guys so much for coming
Joe,
in.
thank you for inviting us.
Absolute pleasure. What
Cheers.
a great start to the show. Cheers. Cheers. Oh my God. How clever are you? So clever.
Thank you.
Taste this, George.
Turn the music up.
Just
Join the
taste,
microphone.
taste. I know, wouldn't it be
Sure
nice?
you.
That is amazing.
Yeah?
It's lovely, isn't it?
I
So
could
nice,
drink
lovely.
all of that.
That
That's really
is,
nice.
you, that's
Awful, I've
like
got
the
a
most
really-
beautiful cocktail.
Thank you, that's lovely.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Joe, thank you so much. Thank you.
you.